But have you ever considered that clarity might be the greatest gift you can leave your loved ones? By creating an estate plan that specifies how you want your assets and situation handled, you can provide exactly that. Whether you're preparing a will, establishing a trust, planning for end-of-life expenses, or offering a living legacy, estate plans show how much you care. Call or click to RSVP today for our monthly workshops.
Good morning, Rogersville. Welcome once again to K-ROG's Dollars and Cents. I'm here, Will Worsham, with my good friend Bruce Porter, financial expert. He's the guy. I have questions. I ask Bruce, what do I do with this? I made $5. What should I do with that?
How's lunch?
How's lunch? Lunch sounds good, you know. Have I taken you over to Beeks for lunch yet?
Beeks.
Beeks. No. The Wildcat Grub and Pub sold. New owners, George and Amber Ward. Richard and Amber Ward. Transformed. It's now called Beeks. Food's fantastic. It's really good. We'll have to go have lunch there.
Where's the location?
It's over there behind the car wash.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, this is Rogersville. We just go, you know, it's where real close to where Hardee's used to be. You know, they tore that down. That's big news. That's big news here in town. Yeah, shut that thing down. So, yeah,
well, is that a bad thing?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, we lost some jobs over that, and you know, the Hardee's was some pretty tasty food, and a lot of people ate breakfast there. I think we're getting a come and go. Putting in there maybe a fresh market.
They took that out to put in a come and go.
Yeah, and you know, so things are changing, and that's okay.
Progress sometimes is painful.
It is,
but
yep.
You know, hopefully it'll be good for everybody.
Yep. Well, it's May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. Hey, so Cinco de Mayo's coming up.
That's
Mother's Day's coming up.
Yep. The holidays start today.
Do they?
Star Wars Day, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
All right.
Cinco de Mayo's tomorrow, Mother's Day Sunday.
If there are any bigger nerds in this county besides Will
No, everybody
Worsham,
knows.
Webster
Everybody
County
knows.
nerd.
But last month's waffle sponsor, Tough Outpost, Unique Flower Farmer Outpost, Emma Alexander, a good friend here on K-ROG, is solving all my Mother's Day gift buying issues because she offers gift certificates. And so you can go. Siri's talking to us from somewhere. I don't know if anybody else could hear that. But,
hey, Siri.
Probably my watch. Anyway, but you can go to Tough Outpost and you can get your mom a gift certificate, and then she can go pick out her own thing there with the help of Emma and her staff at the Outpost here in the Apple Center Market. So that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's
what I think.
Deal.
I hope my mom's not watching because I think that's what we're going to do, and she's going to know. That's okay. We'll do that.
Yep.
So new month means a whole new slate of estate planning workshops coming up, and we showed your little video at the beginning. I like that you did those. Those were really good.
Yeah, we've got four more workshops this month.
Yep.
We're keeping those around 12 to 15 per workshop intentionally.
Yep.
So we're willing to do a few more times and slots. Keeps it more convenient for everybody. Keeps a small enough group where we can actually have some fun, not be so crowded, not be so intense, and it's a good learning experience. That's what I like about it. You're a good educator.
Well, I do think we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, my entire family would be shocked to hear you say I'm a good educator because they're all real educators. I'm a lecturer, so I'll talk.
Well, Shelby, he's actually a pretty good educator. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the comments that I get, which I know you're behind the scenes until I actually hand them off to you, but the process that we use is, allowing folks to meet with us after the workshops for meetings to discuss their situation and figure out if there's anything that we can do to help them. And the one pretty regular comment I get is, I've never thought that it could be that simple, that easy.
Yeah.
And I get that numerous times. And people think that this thing called estate planning is complicated. And I'm here to tell you that even in regards to myself, all you got to do is organize your own thoughts and then communicate that, and then organize, get somebody like us to help organize the documents that it's going to take to get that done.
Well, you've heard me say it before. I think that for decades, if not longer, lawyers have intentionally, to some extent, made the process more difficult than it has to be. And I don't know if that's out of arrogance, hubris, pride, or what. But
they complicate it so that you got to hire them to fix it.
Well, and to some extent that's true.
It's kind of like a politician.
To some extent, you have to make sure it's done right. And so, the training and the things that I've gone through to make sure that we do it right is important, because we've certainly seen a lot of people do it wrong. Even lawyers do it wrong, because we've corrected a number of estate plans for folks. But I think what I'm really proud of, I would say, Bruce, about what you and I do is I think we go above and beyond what anybody else does to make sure that our clients understand what they're dealing with and what their responsibilities are and what their ongoing options are to make sure that that plan's going to work at the time that they want it to work. Because we see so many that don't.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We have so many people that have plans they don't understand. They don't know the first thing to do. And you know what's shocking? They don't know who to call right now to find out those answers, because there's been changes at the law firm that they dealt with, or they did it in another state, another town, somewhere else, and they wouldn't know the first thing to do. And their kids, their trustees, their beneficiaries of their stuff, they don't. Mom and Dad have never talked about it. They don't have a clue.
May not even know that there is an estate plan or a trust in place, which is, a little bit scary. I mean, they usually figure it out. But, you're dealing with a time when there's a lot of sadness, uncertainty anyway. And then just to throw in the mix, I don't know what kind of plan Mom and Dad made. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Just doubles down all that. And we help people, you and I both, with our respective businesses in that situation as well.
Absolutely.
If a loved one, a parent has passed away and you don't know what to do, you can call us and we can at least get you pointed in the right direction.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing that I think is kind of interesting about people, and is oftentimes people come to us with that estate, probate, whatever it is, question, and from our side in the law firm, we work really hard to not over-inject ourselves into that situation. I mean, we could say, okay, we'll represent your estate, we'll take our 15% fee and go on, but we very intentionally try not to do that and just say, hey, here's the paperwork we need to get filed. Yeah, we'll represent you, we'll file it, and then we bill just for the amount of time and work we do, instead of taking a big chunk out of somebody's estate. We just don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I mean, probate's very expensive, and when people, we had a gentleman in the other day that's the trustee of his mom's estate in Illinois, and when she died, he didn't know what to do. He called the law firm that did her trust, and the law firm had him put down a $5,000 retainer and said they would let him know. What else? And, I think that's crazy to me.
Well, for a trust, it shouldn't take all that.
But he doesn't know what to do, so he had to go back to them. And
it's Illinois. Who knows what's going on up there?
Well, we know that. I mean, Illinois is crazy anyway. But point being, we try to give that personal touch. We try to be there when people need us, and we have plenty of people on staff, and we try to make ourselves available. And I'm shocked at how many people have plans. They don't know how they work, and they don't know who to call to get clarity. And they end up in our workshops just because, hey, let's go get a refresher, and then they find out something they didn't know, and then we dive into their situation and we uncover all kinds of things. So I would encourage people, attend one of our workshops, if nothing else, just to get the experience of what we're doing and what we're telling people, so that you can tell people that, hey, these guys kind of got it going on.
Well, we have a good time. And the workshop's free, too. Yeah. We're not going to charge you anything just for coming to the workshop. So and if you come to the workshop, you get some more free stuff. It's all good.
I would like to know the story about the lady that took 5 times to break the board.
It took her...
Was it oak?
3 times. No, you have to approach that with a little bit of confidence. And when it came time to hit the board, she kind of pulled her first attempt. She pulled it. She just didn't hit it as hard as she was hitting it before. Lost her nerve kind of at the last second. Then she was a little bit flustered, so she Missed the second time, went too high, skipped off the top of the board, so just missed. And then we got her on the third one. We got her done. But hey, sometimes that's estate planning too. We could lose our nerve, we could miss a little bit, but if we keep at it, we're going to get the job done.
Yeah, that's really good. You got to come to find out what we're talking about. Yeah. It's a whole lot of fun. So,
all right. Well, thanks for bringing that up, Bruce. That's always a good time. But the key thing is nobody got hurt, and
that's right.
So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us, Roger. Bye-bye.
Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AE Wealth Management and the Resource Center, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet a particular need of an individual situation. The Resource Center, Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by the Resource Center, Inc. This podcast is a paid placement.